What's up, Winners and Whiners group? It's me, Detroit Lenny, here, joined with Scott Reichel to talk some more college football bowl action here. We're going to talk Rutgers and Kansas State here in the Rate Bowl. Don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe, drop in the comment section what you're into for this bowl game or any other side total, prop, whatever it is. Drop it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Scott, Rutgers and Kansas State. Kansas State minus 6.5, total 50.5 here, being played in Phoenix, Arizona. Weather should not be an issue. Dome team here, or Dome Stadium, I should say. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, so Rutgers was actually playing very good football to start the year, started 4-0. Then they ended up having to start some serious conference play, fell apart, lost 4 straight, then they won 2 straight, then they lost to Illinois, then they ended up beating Michigan State in the last game by 27. Kansas State was a borderline playoff contender before the season started. They kind of unraveled there in Big 12 play. Team was still fine, though. I don't think this team was awful by any means. I think we'd agree, though, based on the trajectory of these two teams all season long, Kansas State is the better team. I feel like that's not exactly a hot take. Now, Rutgers defensively was very good earlier this year, had some injuries, and that kind of caused the defense to fall apart. But as for Kansas State, not that many opt-outs. You are looking at starting right tackle Willis, who committed to Washington. You're looking at Giddens, their main running back, who declared for the draft. Also, their cornerback in Parrish declared for the draft as well. Now, for Rutgers, they have a couple guys in the portal, nothing substantial, though. They should be close to 100%. Now, we'll see what happens with the running back in Monange, who ended up making the trip according to his Instagram, even though he might be opting out, so we'll see what happens. Point is, though, it seems like Rutgers will be close to 100%, while Kansas State should be at about 80%, if I had to go based on percentages that I made up in my head. So for the actual matchup here, Kansas State is better. I think Johnson is the better quarterback in this matchup. Is he good? Not as good as advertised, but I think he's still fine. Kansas State, I think, in the Dome just has a bit more firepower offensively. I still don't really like Rutgers' quarterback situation. It was fine enough to make a bowl game. Not great besides that. Kansas State, if they're motivated, I think is the better team. I'll go with Kansas State minus 6.5. I think the game could land 7, might be close, but I do see Kansas State generating of big plays to get the job done. Give me Kansas State minus 6.5.
I think at using your math, I think at 80, they're still better than 100% of Rutgers. So I take that. I take it. I'll be honest with you. I take it even up to 9. I know it won't climb that high or anything like that unless somebody's listed, but I don't hate this. I think they win by double digits. I'm on Kansas State here for whatever reason. I don't, and I kind of dig the under. If we're going to get like into a teaser situation for you guys that follow any kind of teaser action I do, I would take Kansas State down to basically a pick 'em and then up to 56.5 and take it under, because I don't think we get a lot of points there.
I mean, I do want to read off Kansas State's loss. They had one bad loss to Houston on the road, but besides that, though, they lost to BYU, who was undefeated for most of the season. That's still they ended up getting killed in that game, but BYU turned out to be pretty good. Ended up losing to Arizona State. They are in the playoff. And they lost to Iowa State, who made the conference title game. So they've lost games to pretty good opposition, with the exception of one Houston game. Rutgers lost games to some pretty underwhelming Big Ten teams. I think Kansas State tends to beat the teams they should beat, and this is a team they should beat. So I'll go with Kansas State minus 6.5. I agree with you about the under, though. Not sure Rutgers will do much offensively. Give me some type of ugly game here. I'll go 27-17.
Yeah, this won't be very. This is
27-17. That's a score I'll go with.
27-17? 27-17?
Yeah, 27-17.
27. Yeah, I can get behind that. I'm all about that. Kansas State. There you have it. Good luck unless you're against us in the Rate Bowl, Phoenix, Arizona. Take care, folks.